9:30 in the morning, and I have a 9:35 a.m. seminar this morning, which if you guys watched my first vlog, I am not a morning person by any measure, so anything 9:35, whatever that may be, is a struggle, but we are getting better. I would like to think that we will improve as time progresses, but for right now, yeah, it's rough, but that's okay. You know, this is a part of life and we're gonna make it work. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this show on the road.
The last time you guys saw me, I had it silk press. I've missed my curls so much, even though it's a lot more work. I'm happy to have them back. You guys know for uni, I like to keep it simple, but lately I've been feeling in the mood to be wearing concealer, so even though it takes extra time, I don't know, I feel like it just gives me some extra brightness in this gray weather.
Our makeup is done, hair is done. Let's go get our clothes on. If we have time, we have breakfast. If not, we just get out of here. We are ready to go. We actually had time for breakfast this morning, which is quite nice. So for today, like I was saying earlier, we have a 9:35 a.m. for law, testimony, and trauma. This module is essentially a research-based module, or like my professor said, a sort of pre-dissertation module where we will be looking at whether trauma is a effective lens to look at the relationship between the law and social knowledge or power. This is done by analyzing a legal case that occurred as a result of that traumatic event. We're trying to understand that whether what tends to be true to a social group is also true or taken into consideration in the law. This will basically be our assessment for the module. After that, I have a 2-hour break, and then I have a online lecture for business and human rights law. So I'm gonna come right back home. Let's get out of here because we have to get the bus on time. We're on schedule, so let's go take the bus and let's get this show on the road.
Y'all, every time I have class in Avery, I have to walk down this hill, passing the Great Hall and Forum, and still having to walk further down before we finally arrive at Amory, which is the law building at the Streatham campus.
Hey guys, I'm back home from uni. I went ahead and changed out of my clothes into some loungewear. We have about 30 minutes before our online lecture for business and human rights law. So let's go ahead and have a snack and then get set up for that.
today's lecture, we continued our discussion on the second pillar of the UNGPs, specifically the corporate responsibility to respect human rights. Particularly, we focused on human rights due diligence, which entails how companies identify, mitigate, and respond to actual or potential human rights abuses that they may have caused or contributed to. After the lecture, I decided to head downstairs for a change of scenery to get started on my seminar work for a company which I have on Wednesday. Fortunately, over the weekend, I was able to complete the required readings of both literature and case law for this topic. So today I just have to focus on answering the questions, focusing specifically on creating an analysis that is similar to what I would do for an assessment.
Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. We have a 9:35 a.m. lecture for company law, followed by a 12:35 seminar as well for company law. We're already dressed. We already ate. We have 10 minutes to get to the bus, so let's go. Quickly before we go, this is my outfit for today. It's just a navy blue sweater with some jeans and my boots, some gold accessories. So yeah, let's go.
Fortunately, today I do not have to walk down that big hill. I do have to make my way to Harrison for my company law lecture. After my company law lecture, I decided to head to 4am to get a latte at the Starbucks. Before heading to my company law seminar in the Peter Chalk building, which I love the classrooms there.
Hey guys, I just came back from uni. Today, quick recap. I had my company law lecture at 9:35. After that, I had a short break, which I got some coffee from the Starbucks in the Forum. And then I went to my company law seminar. So the theme of company law these past couple of weeks has been director's duties, which are outlined in the Companies Law Act 2006. So last week lectures were basically from 171 to 174, and that's what the seminar today was based off of. This topic is very case law heavy, so it was quite a lot to cover. However, Charlie, our lecturer for the course for about half of the subject matter, that is, she's also my seminar teacher, and she's amazing. Like, her enthusiasm for the topic like really gets the class moving along quite nicely, and her energy really transpires throughout the room, where this is one of the only seminars where I really experienced that engagement, not only from a top-down level, but between us students as peers in the class. And she really gives us that space to engage in meaningful discussion, which is quite nice. Speaking which of seminars, we have our immigration law seminar tomorrow. Let's get changed and let's get downstairs and get our seminar work done, because I have that at 10:35, I think. Don't quote me on that, but we have it tomorrow. That's what matters. All right.
this module seminars, I take a slightly different approach than we saw with my company law seminars. So typically for immigration law, I would do the readings alongside answering my seminar questions rather than reading entirely independently of them. So it takes me on average a bit less time to get these done. So if I have to do it the day before, like today, it's not too much pressure.
We are back upstairs from completing our immigration law seminar work. It was quite a lot of readings, but it's always like that for immigration law. So just FYI for any of you that is interested in taking immigration law at the University of Exeter. However, the readings are always interesting, I must say. So, I mean, no complaints. So I started off by copying and pasting the questions from Ellie, which is our student online platform, and I pasted it into a page document that I read through the questions before opening up the reading links, also provided on Ellie, but onto my iPad, and I do the readings via my iPad, looking out for any key points that are relevant to the seminar questions. Then I went ahead and formulated my seminar answers as appropriate. It is now 7:30 p.m. so we should get changed, head to the gym, then have dinner, and then we call it a day.
Y'all, the little fitness journey that I jokingly mentioned in my previous vlog, well, we actually did it. These past couple months, I have been so consistent with working out and eating healthy. My body feels the best it has in years. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but I can definitely feel and see it. So if there's any of you that's watching that is thinking about going on a fitness and health journey, if I can do it, so can you.
Hey guys, it is Thursday, my favorite day of the week because I have my immigration law lecture and seminar. Immigration law has taken my heart while being here. It is so interesting that there has not been a week that went by that I wasn't truly captivated by the topics that we were covering. My friend Ari is coming to pick me up instead of taking the bus, and she should be downstairs in like 10 minutes, so I think we should grab our things and get going.
In this seminar, we discussed the topic of family migration and its associated criteria outlined in the Immigration Law Act. We also went over the controversies and the applicability of Article 8 of the ECHR.
Back home from my favorite day of the week, which is Thursday. My day started off with having my immigration law seminar. After that, I had an hour break, which Ariana and I went downstairs still in the law building, which we did have the seminar in. We went into the common space downstairs and we went over our formative assessments that we got back. I was really happy with my grade. It is what I expected. I don't know if I should say what my grade was, but it was good. The hour went by so quickly. Like, before we knew, we had to walk up the hill to go to the Lavender building, which we had the immigration law lecture, but this week our lecture was on workers migration, in which we had a subsequent case study on overseas domestic workers or laborers, and we discuss the challenges in the law in this regard and how the law has evolved, and some argue regressed in recent times pertaining to the rights that are applicable to these workers. And then we also discuss whether human rights and which human rights would be applicable, which are easier to argue or not, and why. The lecturer is also really amazing. She also really is very passionate. I feel like that's why this far into the module, it still remains quite full, the lectures, because she really captivates you with her passion in the topic. When I selected the module, it was just more to expand my knowledge because it was something that I don't get at my current university. But I'm really happy to see that it exceeded my expectations, that it has turned into be one of, if not my favorite module here at the University of Exeter. But now it is quite late, and because the lecture today was so substance heavy, we had to really progress along very swiftly throughout the lecture. So tonight I want to take the time to just go back over the lecture slides.
But of course, before we get to that, it's time to hit the gym. Day is leg day. It's so convenient having a gym downstairs because legit there's no excuses. Typically, I would have my law, testimony, and trauma lecture, followed by my online lecture for business and human rights law. However, there are no classes tomorrow, so tonight I'm just going to make my to-do list consisting of all the things that I have to get done for my upcoming week. Thank you guys for coming along for another vlog. If there's any type of vlog that you would like to see me do, please comment and I will be sure to get to that. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more future content. Until next time, guys.